Buddha.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. How's everybody's day going? How's everybody's week going? What is going on, folks? How's everybody feeling? We are one day away from the World Series, from game one between the New York Yankees and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Folks in the chat, how we doing? Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you're watching this on X, come over to YouTube and hit that subscribe button. Join in on the conversation. Let's continue growing this channel. But how are we all feeling today, folks? Let's say what's up to the chat. Who do we have this morning? Ken, good morning. How's it going, Ken? Hopefully everything is well with you and the family. How's it going, Ken? Good morning to you. Jonathan, good morning. What's up? What's going on? John the Beagle Dad, what is up? Stephen B, good morning to you. Nosebleed section, what's up, Nosebleed section? How's it going? What is going on? Dev Finch, what up, Dev? How's it going? Gusto, my boy, how's it going? You know, always got to shout out my boy Gusto. He says, like, share, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Smash those emojis for my guy NFE, he says, and the channel. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Demon D, what's up? How's it going, Demon D? Dennis, good to see you. Good morning, Dennis. My boy Jay Trinidad, what's up, Jay Trinidad? He's like, I'm like Smeagol right now. I haven't slept in like 2 days, running on coffee. Adrenaline is still running and burst in anticipation for tomorrow. Is it the 25th yet? Dude, bro, you know something, man? I need tomorrow to come. I need the 25th to come, man. It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. I know. We can't wait. We can't wait. You know, if it feels like the week's been dragging, but not really. I feel like the week's been going by fairly quick, at least in my opinion. But I feel like the tomorrow, though, it's going to be that that slow drag where you're just waiting for the game to start, and you want this game to start, so you can all this adrenaline that's built up, you can just let it all out and get excited when the game begins. I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I'm looking forward to game one tomorrow. I am so excited for the Yankees Dodgers. I mean, I've talked about it earlier in the week, and then I was on Ace's channel yesterday, which shout out to Ace. We talked a lot about the World Series, kind of broke some things down, got into a little bit of predictions. So it's gonna be great. It's going to be great. And especially for those folks that aren't Yankees fans or Dodgers fans, I mean, I would say, hey, still tune in, because, they're going to be in for a treat. These are two teams with a lot of star power. They got a lot of star players on both teams. I mean, how can you not watch this World Series, right? We got Jacob Petruzzi in the building. We got Jared in the building. What's up, guys? How's it going? Good morning. Jay Trinidad says, I've also gotten nervous after the Fernie news, the legendary pitcher from the Dodgers that passed away, and thinking how that's going to affect their fans. Yeah, I get it, man. I understand. That was some sad news about Fernie. You know what I mean? But what are we going to do, man? It stinks, but condolences to their family, the Dodgers fans, the Dodgers organization. So, we'll see how it affects them. We'll see. Got my Yankees mug right here. That's right. Got to drink my coffee out of my Yankees mug. We got Bronx Boys for Life in the building. Real Bill P is in the building. Yeah, the Bronx is going to go crazy. I mean, we're not gonna see the Yankees in the Bronx till Game 3, but the first two games is going to be in LA. And, with the first two games being in LA, listen, I'm not, as I said a couple of days ago, I'm not taking the Dodgers lightly. And I've had a few people in the chat saying, hey, you shouldn't take the Dodgers lightly. Trust me, I'm not. I'm definitely not taking the Dodgers lightly. Their lineup is no joke. All right. And that's what they have going for them is their lineup. Their starting pitching is okay. I feel like, the Yankees have the edge in that. The bullpen game, they got some guys that could pitch out of the bullpen. But I feel like the Yankees do have a better bullpen. I think the bullpen has made some noise. But I'm confident in the Yankees. Is it going to be an easy series? Absolutely not. Can I see it going 7 games? Absolutely. Do I predict that the Yankees are going to win it in 6? Absolutely. But if it goes 7, I'm not going to be shocked. So there is that. And what's up, Evan? I see you in the chat. You said even Dodgers have a better lineup, but we have the pitching. Right. And pitching wins. Pitching wins. Pitching matters a lot in the postseason. You got to wonder. If the Yankees are going to end up going with 12 pitchers, or do they end up going with 13 pitchers? Are they going to be pitching? Are they going to be more a little bit heavier on the pitching side? We know Nestor Cortez is going to be added to the roster, and we'll get to Nestor Cortez's comments here momentarily. But we know he's going to be added to the roster. So we'll see if they add another pitcher. I mean, I could potentially see them adding Cody Poteet potentially to the roster. I mean, I don't know if that would be a possibility, but I could see something like that happening. And maybe they take out one of their bench players, one of the offensive players, maybe like a Trent Grisham or something, and add Cody Poteet. I don't know. I'm just speculating, right? I'm just throwing out guesses out there. I'm not saying this is what the Yankees are going to do, but one thing's for certain. Sounds like Nestor Cortez is going to be added to the roster. We'll see what the roster looks like. When it comes out, I would assume it's probably going to come out tomorrow, right? That's probably when it's going to come out. I mean, whenever they came out with the ALDS roster and the ALCS roster, it came out the same day as Game 1 of both of those series. So we'll see what happens. But open out, we can win. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Well, we got to attack their starting pitching first. I mean, they got to, tomorrow it's going to be Flaherty and Garrett Cole, and the Yankees have to attack their starting. They got to attack their starting pitching. If they could attack their starting pitching, build a healthy lead, that would be fantastic. And then go after their bullpen. That would be fantastic. It's not like we can't stop them. I got the Yankees in 4. We want all the smoke. Yankees in 4. That's, I mean, hey, if they won it in 4 games, bro, that would be huge. I would be shocked. Jay Trinidad saying we have the deep numbers advantage when it comes to pitching. I doubt we'll see their pitchers go 7 like Cole can. Yeah, Cole can go 7, but if he went 6 or 7, I wouldn't complain. I don't know if he's going to be able to pitch that many innings, honestly, but you never know, right? You never know. We'll see. And I'm going Yankees in 6. Gusto's going Yankees in 5. And then let's see. Ken is saying if the Yankees split in LA, the series won't leave New York. And I'll tell you what, that's going to be key. In my opinion, I feel like the Yankees, if they take Game 1, I'll be ecstatic. I want them to win Game 1. If they don't win Game 1, I'll be a little concerned, but I want them to win Game 1. Hopefully they do. If they win Game 1, give me that. I'll take it all day. If they go back to New York on a split, which is honestly what I'm expecting, right? If I'm being realistic here, I'm expecting a split in LA. Going back to the Bronx, I'll take it. But I'd rather them take Game 1 and lose Game 2. Ideally, I'd rather them win both games in LA. But, we'll see. Damian Serrano. What's up, Damian Serrano? What's going on, bro? How are you feeling? How's life in Florida? How's life in Florida? We got OMG in the building. Lou is in the building. What's up, Lou? How's it going? I didn't see Judge arrive in LA. Did he arrive before the team? I don't know. Maybe could be spending some time with his family in California. I know he says he's got some cousins that live in the area. I know he's got family in like Northern California too. So there's also that. Yeah, Yankees definitely win game one. That's what I would want. That's what I want. How did you feel about Cashman's comments yesterday? I didn't care for them about the 15-year drought. Which comments, Damien? I guess like that particular comment. I didn't care for them about the 15-year drought. Is that the comment? Well, I mean, I no longer go back to the whole Astros thing. I mean, but it doesn't change the facts that the Astros did what they did. But as far as the 15-year drought, I mean, we could keep going back to it, Damien. Here's my thing. Is it frustrating as a fan that they didn't win in the last 15, that they haven't been to the World Series in a long time? Absolutely. But, there are fans that have been watching this game longer than you and I have, right? I know we have, there's older fans that are out there, but they went through the drought from like the 80s and a good part of the 90s too. I mean, they could go back. What I'm trying to say is they could go back to those years and be like, oh, well, the Yankees didn't win in those years either. I mean, what's in the past is in the past. I mean, did they make a lot of mistakes? Sure. Did they sign players that they shouldn't have signed? Sure. Was their minor league system not great? Yeah, it wasn't great. But right now, I mean, we can't go. I mean, for me, it's like none of us could go back and change what happened in the past. We can't. The past is in the past, man. You know what I mean? And it sucks that they've been in this type of drought, in this drought, but we can't go back and change it. Right, we got to focus on the now. You know what I mean? So we got to. That's my whole thing. Is we got to focus on the now. And right now, the Yankees are in the World Series, and they're going to play the Dodgers. And this is all eyes are on the Yankees, right? The Dodgers have and all eyes are going to be on the Dodgers too, right? They spent a ton of money in the offseason signing players. So as far as the Yankees go, I mean, as far as the 15-year drought, I mean, what can we do about it? That's my take on it, Damien. I don't know if you agree or disagree. I understand if his comments frustrated you. Brian Cashman has a tendency to frustrate a lot of people, but I've said it before. Do I agree with all of his decisions? No, I don't. But he's also he's been there's a reason why he still has a job. I know they haven't won World Series, but they've had winning records, right? They've had winning records, but yeah, at the end of the day, they didn't translate to championships. But I'm here today. I mean, we're here now, though. You know what I mean? So the only person who has a gripe is Judge is with the MVP. The Red Sox could have used that excuse. Also, Cashman can't use the Astros as an excuse. Yeah, but that was 1 year where they had an opportunity. You know what I mean? And if you're talking about 2017, they had an opportunity that year, but the other thing too, in Cashman's defense, yeah, the Astros did cheat. They didn't get penalized for it either. If that was the Yankees, how much What do you think? If the Yankees did that, Cashman probably would have been fired, and there would have been fines. I think there. I will say it again. I think there's a bias. What's up there, Joe? How's it going? Saw you pop in, Sunil. I saw you pop in. The Yankees over the past 15 years have lacked pitching depth that doesn't exist this season. Right. There was a lot of things that they lacked over the last 15 years. But pitching was huge. Yeah, pitching was definitely big during that time or during those 15 years. Aside from Ohtani, my concern in the series is holding down Hernandez, who absolutely kills us. Yeah, Teoscar is scary. So is Mookie Betts. So is Kike Hernandez. That whole Dodgers lineup, I'm not sleeping on that lineup whatsoever. Yeah, exactly. There's no complaints about Cashman. He takes us to the playoffs every year. We're not going to win it every year, of course. Let's go. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, it's I know the expectation amongst the Yankees and amongst the fans is, championship or failure, but unfortunately, that's not always the case. Well, until after the series is over. He knows. Here's an interesting fact to work with here. Both the teams in the World Series have been effed over by Houston. We already knew that. So the Astros World Series should have been. Yeah, I mean, it should have been. It should have been. So, yeah, the Cashman comment was directed at when he asked the direct question. He didn't volunteer this if he was not at. Yeah. I'm sleeping on their pitching staff. They do not impress me. A strikeout dependent pitcher. Strikeout dependent pitcher against one of the most patient Yankee teams I've seen, Godzilla and Jeter. Yeah, light work. Yeah, but it's still going to be a good series one way or another. So still going to be a tough series. But yeah, our pitching is better. I'll go ahead and say it. But they still have Flaherty and Yamamoto, and the Yankees bats need to do work on these guys, and hopefully they do. So yeah, I mean, I know. Well, again, we could go back. We could go down that rabbit hole there, or Damien. We could go down that rabbit hole. But I mean that maybe I'll do a live stream dedicated to strictly Brian Cashman, and we can go down that rabbit hole of what players he signed and who he didn't sign, and But we'll I'm gonna save that one for another day, bro. Respectfully, I understand your frustration. I understand. I get it, but I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole right now. So. Yeah, Trinidad. Yamamoto is a righty. Raziel, what's going on? But let's do a side by side comparison, though, folks. I want to do a side by side comparison. As far as player to player, like I'm going to go position by position here. So let me ask you all a question. As far as catcher goes, who's got the advantage? Is it Will Smith or is it Austin Wells? I know, Will Smith, I was just looking at his batting average. It's not exactly the greatest, but Austin Wells' batting average is not exactly the greatest either. Right? Austin Wells hasn't really had a good playoff. Yankees, I'm scared of no righties. Yeah, well, and the Dodgers only have one lefty in their bullpen, and that's all they have is one lefty in their entire pitching staff. Yeah, Smith offense. Smith, yeah, I'm agreeing with you guys. The majority of you are saying Smith. I I have to agree with that. I do agree. But Wells' defense, like Evan is saying, is good, and it is. Wells' defense is no joke. I don't want to say no joke, but it's good. Wells' defense has improved. It's gotten better. I think we can agree on that. But Smith is the better bat, right? So, what about for first base? What are we thinking? Muncy played first base, but Freeman is their main first baseman. Are we going Freeman or Anthony Rizzo? What do we think? Awesome, Ken Rosenthal. What up, Felix? He says, need Judge to judge, break this absolutely. Yeah, I agree. OMG is saying Ty. Lewis saying Freeman. Scotto saying Freeman. Spitzberger saying Freeman. Both are playing hurt. And, I mean, you got to give credit to Rizzo, though. I mean, not a lot of at-bats, right, because he missed the division series, but he hasn't been bad in the championship series. Ty. Yeah, Freeman is hurt. What up, LOL Meets? Yeah, I gotta go. I don't know. It is a bit of a toss-up. Yeah, Rizzo has been great. Rizzo has been great. I agree with that. He's been great. The championship series, he was getting some good hits against the Guardians. I mean, he was just getting on base, creating those opportunities for the players after him. Yeah, I'm leaning Rizzo here, right? I'm the catcher position. I got to give it to Will Smith, but first base, I got to give it to Rizzo. Even though Rizzo didn't play in the division series, he played in the championship series. He's been good. He's been really good. Yeah, Muncy. Where was that comment? Muncy has been at first and he's on fire. Yeah, I agree, man. Max Muncy is he's another guy. He's no joke. So doesn't Muncy also play second base there, Damien? Or am I mistaken? Okay. Yeah. Oh, he plays third. Okay. That's what okay. He plays third base. Oh, that's what I thought. All right. So actually let's get into third base real quick. Do we got Muncy or Jazz Chisholm? I probably have to give it a Muncy on that one for third base. What do y'all think? Yeah, I'm definitely giving it to Muncy for third base. Yeah, Muncy over Jazz. What do we think about Volpe versus who's their shortstop? Tommy Edman. Tommy Edman he's been on fire, Tommy Edman, but he's picked it up in the postseason though. Volpe was the one guy I was saying he needs to come around in the postseason, and he has. But what do we think? Yeah, and I hope Damien. I want Jazz's bat to come alive. His bat needs to come alive because him and Wells, man, and Judge. Of course, you got to. Judge needs to absolutely come up too. So, what are you saying, Edmund? What's up, Desiree? How's it going? Volpe postseason. He's been doing well this postseason. Like I said, he's been playing extremely well. Yeah, let's hope not. What rumors are you talking about? Glaber's going to be a free agent after this season, so I don't know where these trade rumors about Glaber's coming from. So I don't know. I mean, I think the Yankees were looking into Jonathan India, I think, at the trade deadline, but obviously didn't come into fruition. So I don't know. Yeah, Trinidad. Don't fall for that crap. There's a lot of garbage out there. Yeah, for sure. Let's talk about second base. So you got who is this? Chris Taylor? Yeah, Chris Taylor and Gleyber Torres. I got to give it up to Gleyber Torres on this one. I got to go Torres. Yeah, I got to go Gleyber Torres on this one. Gleyber Torres has been, he's been on fire this postseason. He's been on fire the second half of the season, but the postseason that hot streak that he's on is continuing. So, shout out to Gleyber Torres, man. He's tearing it up. He's tearing it up. So, yeah, Jay Trinidad. There's going to be constant. There's going to be a lot of stories out there. So, understand that a lot of these stories that are out there, it does. It's just all opinion based, and some of those articles and some of those are also BS. So don't believe everything you see. You want to sign Gleyber to a 1-year deal? I think some team is going to offer him about 4 or 5 years. I don't know if it'll be the Yankees. I think they give him a QO. Yeah, give Gleyber a 1-year deal for another season if he plays like he's doing now. Give him another year or two. I don't know. I don't know what the Yankees are going to do. Gleyber has finally realized he's a gap-to-gap hitter, not a home run hitter. Love it. Yeah. We don't need him hitting home runs. I just want the guy getting hits and getting on base like he has been. Well, Soto's going to be their main target. So Soto absolutely needs to be re-signed. So let's move on to the outfield. What do we got? Mookie Betts plays. It looks like he played. I have him here as a right fielder. I know he plays in the infield too. But Mookie Betts or Juan Soto? I'm definitely going. I'm going Soto. It's hard to go against Soto. I mean, how do you go against Soto? I'm going Soto. Although, Betts, he's not a player that I sleep on, of course. Betts is a beast. He is a Yankees nightmare. But I'm going Soto for sure. That exactly, Damien. Yeah, Soto, but Betts is so good. Exactly. And he is. Mookie Betts is he's a player you don't sleep on. He's definitely a player. I don't sleep on Mookie Betts. No freaking way. No way. But yeah, I'm going Soto. What about us? What's his name? Pages, Andy Pages versus Aaron Judge. You know, I know Andy Pages. Well, Andy Pages has been hitting 211. Aaron Judge, I know, his bat hasn't been the greatest, as we all know. He's hitting 161. But I'm definitely going Judge. I think Judge is going to come alive, man. I think Judge is going to Judge. Well, he needs to come alive, but I think he will. I think he will come alive. I think this World Series, it's his first World Series. I think he's gonna. He's due for a breakout for sure. I think he's gonna absolutely destroy the ball. I think we're gonna see Aaron Judge have a killer World Series. Damian, I'm predicting Judge World Series MVP. I'm predicting that right now. I'm predicting that right now, and rightfully so. He deserves it. Their left fielder wins whoever they put out there. Well, that was going to be next. So I think their left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez over Alex Verdugo. Yeah, I mean, you got to go Teoscar. What's up there, Tats? Good to see you, man. What's going on, Tats? Judge, I said yesterday he's going to win us the game with his bat. Yeah, I hope so, man. I hope so. I hope you're right. I think I'm confident that he'll do well. I think Judge is going to come alive in this World Series against the Dodgers. So I feel good about it. I feel good about it. Yeah, Hernandez. That's to be honest with you there, Damien, that's the guy I'm afraid of the most in their lineup is Teoscar Hernandez. I'm not taking anything away from all the other bats in the lineup, but this guy, this is the guy that the Yankees need to hold down. The pitching needs to hold this guy down. I don't sleep on Verdugo. Just can everything from defense, offense, overall player. Yeah. So you're agreeing with me? Yeah. I am. That's the guy that I fear the most in that lineup. Honestly. Yeah. Big G versus Ohtani. Big G versus Ohtani. There's a DH matchup for you. Stanton is better than any of their DHs. Well, Stanton this postseason, I mean, every postseason he's been on fire, but this postseason he's been on fire. Oh my God, yeah, Giancarlo Stanton has been a killer in this postseason. Big G every single time. Ohtani doesn't put fear into your heart like Stanton does. Bro, that's a toss up at this point. Yeah, with Ohtani and Stanton, I can understand that. There's been talks, but I don't see Ohtani pitching in the World Series. And honestly, like if I'm the Dodgers, why would they want to do that in a World Series, no less? Like, why would you do that in the regular season? Sure, I can understand, but when you're playing for a championship, it doesn't make sense for them to do that. I can't see Ohtani pitching. So I know there's been some talk about that, but yeah, and he's been clutch. And yeah, exactly. He's been clutch. He's been clutch in the postseason. If yeah, I know he gets hurt, but G has taken our faith this postseason aura and elevated to another level. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's been holding it down. Here's the thing about this lineup this year with the Yankees. In the past they've always been trying to rely on Judge for everything, right? They've been trying to rely on Judge. Once Judge gets going, then everybody else is going to get going, right? Now, Judge hasn't had a great postseason, right? His numbers speak for itself. He hasn't been playing well this offseason at the plate, especially. He hasn't been hitting well. But other guys in the lineup have been stepping up. Torres, Soto, Giancarlo, Rizzo's been stepping up. Volpe's been stepping up. Verdugo occasionally has been stepping up. Verdugo's, defense, there's no denying his defense, but other players have been stepping up. So I think that's the difference with this offense this season compared to previous years. That's scary. Ohtani with runners in scoring position, hitting over 800. That's scary. What up, referee? How's it going? Yeah, I know they they made Giancarlo's job easy. Yeah. So in other words, don't when Ohtani comes up to bat, make sure nobody's on base. Yeah, and the Guardians, I mean, this was supposed to be the best bullpen in all of baseball, and the Yankees did work on them, and they did work on Major League Baseball's best closer, right? With Emmanuel Clase. The Yankees did work on him. So, I know we talked about the bats and the offense, but with the pitching, with the Yankees and the Dodgers, I think, I'd say the Yankees have, to me, the Yankees have the advantage. I think the Yankees have the advantage in terms of pitching, right? They're starting pitching, they have Cole, they have Rodon, they have, Luis Hill, they have Clark Schmidt. So you also have, and then with the Dodgers, yeah, you got Yamamoto, Flaherty, and Bueller, but after that, they don't have anybody in their starting rotation. Yeah, exactly. And referee, thank you so much. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I always have a good time having being on Ace's channel. Anytime he invites me, I'm always happy to hop on with him, jump on with him, and do a show with him or a play by play. Ace is a cool dude. I actually plan on having Ace tomorrow for the pregame, so hope to see all of you there. But I'm planning on having him. So shout out to the Ace Avenue. Make sure you guys subscribe to his channel. Make sure you guys subscribe to Uncle Tats's channel too. There at Pinstripe Chronicles. Or bringing Stroman to hit his knees. There you go, bro. A little bit of dirty baseball, a little dirty boxing. Stanton sits on fastballs, and the Guardians kept doing him a favor and threw him mid fastballs right down. Yeah, well, you give Stanton a pitch down in the middle of the plate. He makes contact with it. That's it. That's it, Class A is in the league of Mo for closer. It's not about comparing him to Mo, though, Stephen B. No closer's ever going to come close to Mariano Rivera. Like that I've said that. Many of us have said that many times. So, yeah, he's not going to be the next Mo. What I'm saying is, as of right now, he's considered to be the best closer in baseball right now. But yeah, Class A is nowhere near Mariano. No closer in baseball is close to Mariano. Not Luke Weaver, not Josh Hader, not Tanner Scott. None of these guys come close to Mariano. So let that I'm not going to talk about. I'm not going to have that conversation ever again. We're not going to talk about it. So yeah, end of story on that. All right. But again, with the pitching, though, what do you all think? Do you all have confidence in the starting pitching holding down the offense? Right, because in the keep in mind in the regular season, when the Dodgers beat the Yankees 2 out of 3, the Yankees didn't have their number 1 and number 2 started. They didn't have Garrett Cole and Carlos Rodon go out there and pitch. So it was Cody Poteet, Nestor Cortez, Luis Hill. Those were the 3. They didn't face Cole or Rodon. So do you all think that Cole and Rodon, game 1 and 2, you think they could hold down the Dodgers bats? Yeah, there was exactly no Soto either. No Juan Soto. Juan Soto didn't even play in that series. In 13 at bats, Ohtani only had 2 hits, 1 RBI, and didn't record any stolen bases while against the Yankees this season. Yeah, if I remember correctly, I think the Yankees held him down in that series. I don't think he was really that effective in that series, if I remember correct. I mean, here, I'm going to pull up, you know what? I'm going to pull up the Yankees lineup against the Dodgers. Just to give you all an idea. Just to give you all an idea of what the schedule was like. Or what their lineup was like, at least, because that lineup back then was way different than what the Yankees have now. Let me see if I could pull it up. I should be able to. Cole, yes. If Rodon comes in the demand of the game, one, they will have trouble. Yeah. And he's a lefty, so be some lefty versus lefty matchups. Yeah, the Dodgers bullpen is in a similar situation. Openers plus heavy use each game. Yeah, then they've been heavily used. What's up, Ray? How's it going? Yeah, Raziel, that lineup was atrocious back then, man. I'm trying to pull it up. Let me see. Here we go. Hold on. Here we go. So check this out, folks. I got one of their lineups. JD Davis, how could I forget? Yeah, he did. Oh, yeah. So here's the lineup, guys. Here's the lineup. Here's the lineup from one of their games back in June. Anthony Volpe was leading off. Alex Verdugo was batting second. Aaron Judge was batting third. Giancarlo Stanton was at cleanup. Anthony Rizzo was batting fifth. Gleyber Torres batting sixth. DJ LeMahieu batting seventh. Trent Grisham batting eighth. Jose Trevino batting ninth. That was the lineup. That was the lineup, folks. What do we think about that lineup? I mean, look at that lineup back then compared to where it is now. And look at the lineup now. Yeah, Rodon will be fine. He's pitched against the Dodgers before, not his first rodeo. Yeah, Rodon has pitched well in this postseason. And like Damien says, hit that like and subscribe for our boy NFE. He says, let's go. That's right. Appreciate you, Damien. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, DJ and Grisham. Yeah, it was a completely different team. And we thought back then the Martian would be part of our current lineup. Yeah. And I think that was around the time the Martian got hurt, if I'm not mistaken. Didn't he suffer that oblique injury? Yeah, exactly. The Yankees ended up losing 2 out of 3. They only ended up winning that final game in that series against the Dodgers. But that lineup was way different. Yeah, I think you're right there, Damien. Hold on, I'm trying to click here. There we go. Yeah, Jahmai Jones. I think he might have started in one of those games, no doubt. But yeah, that lineup was terrible. That lineup was, oh my god, I hate going back to it, but it was bad. And I'm gonna go to game 2 of that series too. Game 2 was an absolute nightmare. You already know the score. I'm not gonna tell you the score. But Jahmai Jones did pinch hit in the second game. It was essentially the same lineup, except you had Austin Wells play. And then that third game, that was the game that they won. That was the game that Trent Grisham hit a 3-run home run, and the fans were chanting, "We want Soto." And Grisham hit that 3-run home run. Yeah, there was no J.D. Davis or Jahmai Jones, thank God. Yeah, that game. Yeah, Hernandez hit a grand slam in that game. That was no, that was. I'm pretty sure that was Trent Grisham. That was Trent Grisham. I remember that game. That was definitely Grisham. Yeah, he hit 2 home runs, and one of those was a grand slam, wasn't it? There, Damien. He hit a grand slam off of Tommy Kahnle, if I remember correct. And that was when the fans were crapping on Tommy Kahnle back then too. And Tommy Kahnle now, I mean, he's been lights out. He's been fantastic this postseason. Yep. Yeah, Nestor, he didn't pitch well in game 2. None of the starters really in that series pitched that well. I mean, Poteet was holding his own, but only so much you can ask of him. He was filling in. If I remember, I think Clark Schmidt was supposed to pitch in that game, but then he suffered that lat strain, and that put him out of commission for a few months. So speaking of Nestor, was there something you wanted to add there, Damien? Because I am going to talk about Nestor Cortez's comments, because I do want to talk about that, and I want to get everybody's everybody's thoughts on Nestor Cortez's comments. Now, look, he made some comments the other day, right? About, he wants to win a World Series. He's willing to risk it. Um, you know, if it means he's going to be out for next year, then so be it. Basically that's what he's saying. He's willing to risk his body. So if he hurts his arm, he hurts his arm. If he needs to miss a season, he's going to miss a season. He's willing to put his body on the line. They want it because he's willing to take that risk. Now, how do I feel about it? Listen, I love that mentality of like, I'm gonna play. I'm hurt, but I'm still gonna play, and I'm gonna risk it all. I will put my body on the line. Now, what if, God forbid, what if it put him out for a long time though, right? What if he can't pitch next year? Is he how do you all feel about that? Would you guys be okay if he was to miss the whole season next year? Again, I do admire Nestor's toughness. I admire his mentality. I like his approach to the game. I love it. For me, it's his choice, really. I mean, I could respect it. I could respect it. He's willing to put it all on the line for a championship. I can respect that about a player. But if Nestor's willing to risk it all, hey, it's his choice, not mine. But I do admire that he's willing to risk it all, that he's willing to take that risk. And if he gets hurt, he gets hurt. But if they win a championship, great. I'd say that's, he's tough. He's a tough dude for saying that. He's gutsy. He's definitely gutsy. Definitely has a lot of guts. I mean, but we've always known that about Nestor. So does it surprise me that he said that? No, honestly, it doesn't. If he misses the entire season, what can we do? We can't do anything about it. If he misses the entire season, he misses the entire season. He's willing to take that risk. How does everybody else feel about it? Damien, how do you feel about it? I would forever give Nestor his props. However, it will help us. I mean, I think it will. Nestor coming out of the bullpen, another lefty arm, a fresh arm at that, right? To some extent. But the risk with that though is that, yeah, he could miss all of next year. That is a possibility. If he's pitching hurt, his stuff is the same. Yeah. Well, exactly. And Nestor's comment was cool, but how many chances will he? Yeah, and that's just it. When will he get this opportunity again? That's a good question. Of course, I want to win this World Series, but if we don't, what do you think of the windows closing? I don't think so. I want to say the window's closing. But, I did say at the beginning of the year during the offseason, I was saying that this is a do or die year. That's my take on it. I think it's do or die for the 2024 Yankees. But how does everybody else feel about it? Raziel saying, I love the mentality, but we have enough where we don't need him to sacrifice like that. And I'm sure Boone and Cash have told him the same thing. Yeah, they had that conversation, but Nestor says he's ready to go. So I am expecting him to be added to the roster. Well, what else is everybody's take? Do you all think that Nestor is, should risk it all, or do you think he shouldn't risk it? What do we think? He is a better option than Mesa. Have a good day, Jared. Is he a better option than Mesa? He's a better option than Mesa. There's no doubt about that. There's no question. But gotta wonder too if they plan on having 3 lefties in the bullpen. Just a thought. I'm not saying they're going to. Side note, I know some don't care about WNBA, but today's Tinker Parade for bringing us. Yeah, no, congrats to the New York Liberty. That's good. The city of New York needed a championship, so I see Nestor as a 1 to 2 inning out of the pen. I mean, he could probably give you 3 to 4 if needed. I don't see why not. You got him and Stroman, assuming Stroman is still on the World Series roster. Both of those guys can give you 3 or 4 innings. I mean, Nestor could give you 3 or 4 innings. I think Stroman could give you like 1 to 2. I would have Stroman come in for 1 to 2, but I think Nestor could go 3 or 4. Love that he's putting the team and ship above himself. If they use him, he better deliver. Yeah, I agree. Could Nestor be a good closer? Could, sure. Would I want him as a closer? Personally, no. Yeah, but he's willing to risk it, though. That's the thing. He's willing to miss a year of baseball. So, yeah, he's willing to risk it, though, Sunil. You don't get many chances to pitch in World Series. It's been 15 years. Yes, Nestor should pitch. Yeah, I'm with you, man. And again, it's his decision. It's his decision. He's using the bullpen. If he does put Nestor in, it will be in a situation. Yeah. Oh, well, of course. I mean, the bullpen thing is always that's Boone's done a good job of using the bullpen. And if he does put Nestor in, yeah, we'll be in a situation where Nestor. I mean, that's how Boone has been working the bullpen, is bringing in pitchers in where he feels that that pitcher is going to have the advantage over whoever's at the plate. Whoever it is that they're playing. He should risk it. Being a champion is obviously his main goal, and should he essentially, because he may get traded. He could. Yeah, there's been, some people have been talking about that. He almost got traded at the deadline. There was talks about him getting traded at the deadline. It's unorthodox, but we've seen crazier. We saw Jose Ramirez switch hit and get a hit off at first at bat. Yeah. Not willing to risk a man's career in pursuit of a ring, especially since the Yankees won't retain him. Club should have been the same loyalty as the player. Yeah, again, it's his choice if he wants to risk it. That again, it's up to him. I mean, that's a major move. That's a major move. Yeah, I mean, Jay Trinidad, they're going to have to get creative. I feel like they have, particularly with the Dodgers, they got to get real creative. They have been creative in the postseason, but I agree. Trinidad, put the binders away and do whatever. Yeah, exactly, man. Forget the analytics, right? I got pissed off because there was a poll on Twitter where people voted yes, majority. I voted no. The poll was like, would you take a chip if it means Cole blows his arm out going through a tough inning? So, what's funny was when I was on with Ace yesterday, we were talking, and he was talking about having Garrett Cole. Obviously, we know he's pitching game 1, but also to have him pitch in game 4 on short rest. Now, listen, what I said was, if you can have Garrett Cole, I love to see him pitch as much as possible. But Garrett Cole on short rest. I know it's the World Series. I know they're trying to win a World Series. Do we, do we risk that for Garrett Cole? I ask you all now. My concern with Garrett Cole is just a short rest. If he's gonna pitch on, him pitching on short rest, I don't know if I want that. Now there's another angle. If he pitches and gets hurt, that's more work for Cashman. Well, yeah, there is that. That's another thing to think about. I was furious when he started him on short rest in the last series. Yeah. Winning a ring is obviously the most important thing to him. It's his personal feeling on what he wants. Yeah. I mean, he wants that championship. No, it's not a risk we should take. It has 15 years made us this selfish. Well, ask the Yankees fans. Ask the Yankees fans. 15 years is fans have been dying for a World Series. If we make it to Game 7, then yes, all hands on deck. But I guess I'm asking though, Damien, and everybody else, do you put him in Game 4? I don't see that happening. On short rest. Game 7, sure. All hands on deck. I agree. Yeah, exactly. Tats admits it. Cole will not pitch on short rest unless it's a Game 7 situation. Yeah. So you're saying no on Game 4. Exactly. And right, this is what I'm saying. That's why there's 4 starters. I mean, this is why pitching is important. So we're not in a situation where, the Yankees have to go with a starting pitcher on short rest or they have to use an opener. They have the pitching, right? They have the arms. So, I would assume Luis Hill is probably going to pitch Game 4. If I'm not mistaken, I think they may have already announced that too. Cole's arguably already a Yankee Hall of Fame pitcher. He deserves respect, not a martyr for 28, and that's why I hated the hypothetical. I understand, but a lot of Yankees fans are desperate. Listen, I want them to win a championship, but you also got to, in my opinion, you got to be calculated. You got to be smart. You don't, I understand you got to, you want your best guys out there playing for sure, but you got to pump the brakes a little bit too. Yeah, Game 4 they'll probably need an opener because they're not going to put Flaherty out there. I doubt it. And Game 5 they're not going to put Yamamoto, right? It's not going to happen. Out of the bullpen, or are you talking about starting them? Because I do agree they gotta use them at some point. Because during the championship series, man, he hasn't been used at all, and they used all the other arms. I know those arms were worn out. You know what I mean, and rightfully and understandably so, right? So. Yeah, Trinidad knows the stuff there. Tatsy recently subscribed, and we've been, he brings good arguments. Trinidad's the man. He's a cool cat. Yeah, he probably would. Have definitely one bullpen arm. Yeah. Well, I have bullpen arms, but yeah, he needs more than normal rest, no doubt. Hit the likes. That's right, folks. Hit the likes. Appreciate you all tuning in. Thank you all for tuning in as always. Thanks for thanks for always tuning in, having these types of conversations, discussions. Make sure you all hit those likes, hit that subscribe. Let's continue growing this channel out, folks. Let's continue growing this channel out. Yeah, I know Japanese pitchers pitch every 6 to 7 days. Their rest is different than it is here in the States with Major League Baseball. Yeah, it's gonna be night. It's gonna be nice and warm. It's gonna be nice and warm in LA. So, I'm not, and the Yankees opening up the series in LA. I'm not overly concerned. They had the best road record in all of baseball, and check this out: they won the division series. In Kansas City, they won the championship series in Cleveland. I'm just saying they could win the World Series in LA. Birthday plans. So my older brother is going to take all of us out, and I say all of us, his family, my mother, myself. We're all going to go out to dinner tomorrow night. Because his wife's birthday was a couple of days ago. My birthday is this Sunday. So tomorrow we were all planning on going out together, get some dinner where, I don't know. Soto's birthday is tomorrow. Juan Soto will be 26 tomorrow. I feel the Yankee Stadium crowd and the weather will affect the Dodgers. I mean, there's going to be a lot of Yankees fans in LA. There's no doubt there. But those Dodgers fans get a little, they get rowdy. Although I've been told by a lot of folks that live in California or live in that LA area, they say that there's a lot of casuals and that they're annoying as hell. Like they make the diehards look bad, but I wouldn't know. Appreciate you guys. Yeah. My Uncle Tats. I'll take you up on that. I'll join you on Monday. I'll join you and the boys on Monday. I'm down. It's been a while. Yeah, I'd love to join you guys. But yeah, my birthday's it's Sunday though. My birthday's Sunday. So yep. Slowly but surely getting a little bit older. I mean, I don't feel old, but age is getting up there for sure. But yeah, I'm definitely down though, Uncle Tats. I'll join you boys on Monday. Between the hardcore. Oh, it's probably going to be it's probably going to happen. Yeah, I've said this many times. I never really understood fans fighting at games. It's one of the most ridiculous things. It's stupid that you get nothing out of it. It's not like I never understood the point of fans fighting at games. It makes no sense, man. 45, not quite. 21, you're close. Not exactly. Appreciate you, Evan. Hey, we'll start. Good to see you, man. What's going on? Yeah, you'll probably see fans fighting having a brawl, getting kicked out of the stadium, looking like fools. It's so dumb. It's just so stupid. There's a lot of Brooklyn Dodgers fans that will be at Yankee Stadium. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, snap. So we'll celebrate both of our birthdays, dude. We'll have like a bunch of cake in front of us. Start munching. Oh, man. Right age, wrong show. Oh, man. That's funny. Nah, Well, if anybody is curious about my age, I'm actually going to be turning 38 on Sunday. So Sunday I will officially be 38. So 38 years old. I'm from Brooklyn. I view the Dodgers as our long lost on a little brother that we didn't want to pay rent for. Yeah, they started out in Brooklyn. Now they're in LA. That's fine. They can stay in LA. But yeah, Tats is turning 45. I'm turning 30. I'm turning 38. So 2 years away from 40. We'll see what happens when I turn 40. Curious to see that. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But feels like you're turning 30 for the series. Well, Star, yeah, you live in LA, so Dodgers fans are nervous. For real? Are they really nervous? Um I thought Dodgers fans were talking in a lot of confidence that the Yankee that they're going to beat the Yankees. Are they for real confident? Cool, sign me up, bro. Because everything else is going up. Insurance is going up. Freaking ridiculous. Hey, what's up, Norman? From PR, Yankees in 6. I love it. Love it. Love it. That's my prediction too there, Norman Soto. They're not yapping their mouths like they would with other teams. Well, I mean, yeah, it's going to be it's not going to be a cakewalk. I mean, it's not a cakewalk for either team. It's not going to be easy. I mean, rightfully so, Evan. I mean, the Yankees have a great team. The Dodgers have a great team. You know, the Yankees do hold. They do have an advantage though in terms of pitching, I think. But I'm like really nervous about the Dodgers lineup. I am. I really am. That's a scary lineup. The guy I'm most afraid of though is Teoscar, honestly. And yeah, well, Stanton and Judge play great at Dodger Stadium. Giancarlo especially, man. His day. I remember seeing some highlights of Giancarlo when he was a Marlin, and yeah, his his numbers at Dodger Stadium is fantastic. Stop what? Are there even any Brooklyn Dodger fans still alive? I don't know. Clash of the Titans, absolutely. Mike Lopez, what's going on? He's hitting below 200, man, but I'm still worried about him. You know, he's a scary player to me still. You know, Judge. It's like Judge is not hitting well either, right? Nosebleed, but he still has a presence at the plate. He still has a presence at the plate. So does Judge. It's like the same thing with Giancarlo Stanton in the regular season. Numbers may not be great, but he still brings a presence. It's not that I'm scared. I'm a little nervous, man. But it's the World Series, you know. It's the World Series. It's just again, Dodgers. I'm not sleeping on them. Yeah, exactly. I'm not sleeping on Hernandez. Listen, if the Yankees pitching could shut that guy down, I'd be ecstatic. I'd be ecstatic. But Either way, I'm excited. I'm also nervous, but it's a good nervous, but I'm also excited. Like the feelings are high. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. If Cole could dominate, if Cole could dominate, if he could give the Yankees 6 or 7 innings, get all day, man. I'll take it. Right, exactly. So a threat at the plate is just that you don't know when they're going to wake up. Exactly, you just don't know. There's always that surprise at the plate. Mike Lopez says Dodgers 6 winning off Fernando Valenzuela's birthday. Yeah, so big. You're so I take it Mike Lopez is a Dodgers fan, which is fine. All fans are welcome on this channel. Yeah, 6 minimum from Cole. Yeah, yeah. I agree with you, Ray. I'm saying Yankees in 6, but if it goes 7, I wouldn't be surprised. Be ready. Be ready. I think Jazz wakes up. He has to wake up. Austin Wells needs to wake up. You know, I am glad. In that Cleveland series that they moved Austin Wells out of the cleanup spot. That needed to happen. That was absolutely necessary. All right, Trinidad, settle down, settle down. I know we're getting a little competitive, which is not a bad thing. Nothing wrong with that, but let's chill. Soto and Stanton, others have to step it up. Well, I mean, Torres has stepped up, right? Volpe's actually stepped up. Verdugo, he's had his bright spots. Oh, Damien, you're all good. You're all good there, Trinidad. You're all good. You're all good. Yeah, Damien, I was gonna say, Boone, absolutely. This was what I was saying during the DS and the division in the championship series too. Um, with Jazz playing bad, man, I was like, they got to put Oswaldo in there, and I was hoping they would have done that, but they didn't. But if Jazz is not hitting, right, they gotta switch it up. They got to switch it up. So I agree that if Jazz isn't coming alive, man, they gotta put in Oswaldo Cabrera in there. I'm with that. And they have come through, but have to do it again. Yeah, exactly. Well, I think they will. I mean, getting yeah. No, I got you, man. I got you. But we'll see what happens in this World Series. It's going to be a good World Series. Game 1 is tomorrow. I wish it was today, but it's tomorrow. Feels like we've been waiting for like 3 weeks for Game 1 to happen. So Game 1 will happen tomorrow. I will stream on my birthday. Don't worry about that. That's on Sunday. I go live on Sundays anyway, so I'm gonna go live on Sunday. I'm gonna go live on Sunday. So yeah, we'll don't worry about that. why switch up? Wells didn't hit in the 4-hole and kept sending him out 4 to 6 weeks. What are you saying here, Ken? I'm saying, yeah, he wasn't hitting in the 4-hole. So yeah, moving back to 8, or they moved him down to the 8th spot, which was fine by me because he wasn't producing at the number 4 spot. But anyway, folks, that's gonna do it for me. I do appreciate you all coming on. Thank you all for tuning in. Always appreciate the support. Make sure you all hit that like button. Make sure you all hit that subscribe button. Share this channel out with everyone you know. All right, I greatly appreciate it. I am going live a little bit later. So, yeah, I appreciate you, Damien. Thanks for always tuning in, bro. Thank you. I am going live later, though. I'm going to be interviewing. I'm going to be talking with the Astros hitting coach later on today. That's at 2 o'clock with Alex Cintron. So he was a former ball player. Now he's a hitting coach. I'm looking forward to having a conversation with him. Just get a feel for what it was like for him as a player, and see how he likes coaching, which one he likes better. I mean, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk. It'll be a fun conversation. But I hope to see a lot of you there for the interview, and I will be live tomorrow for the pregame, folks. And I'm looking forward to the pregame. I'm excited for the pregame, game 1 of the World Series. I should have Ace on here. No, I know they haven't been adjusting the roster other than adding a couple, taking out a pitcher, adding a pitcher, that sort of thing. But yeah, for me though, if with Jazz, if he doesn't continue hitting well, I mean, you got to consider another option. But that's just me. But if they don't make any adjustments, oh well. But thank you all for coming on. All right, I'm gonna shut it down here. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you all later on, hopefully. If not later on, I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone, and let's go Yankees.